Good evening.
Our live, just let you know. I haven't just started yet. I'm just gonna let everyone get in. Just light and ready up. Hey, Mrs. C, how are you? Okay, let's get into this. And I'm loading in. All will be revealed. All will be revealed. Waiting for the intro, then we'll start properly. I'll start saying my hellos and read that messages in a minute. Hello and welcome to RPR Rapid Pixel Racing. I am your host today, DXD Hobo, and we have no Nevo unfortunately today, so I am joined for the first time here with DXD Anthony, aka Jake. Jake, how you doing today, pal?
Doing good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We've got a couple messages in the chat as well. So we've got Mrs. Carl. Hey, Mrs. Carl. She said she's good. How are you? Yeah, we're very well. Thank you very much. Moylan saying, has Jake been subbed in for Nevo? He has. Cons in the chat. Yo, Cons, how are you? Obviously, Jake
Quotation
saying there.
marks on that.
I think it is, man. It's mate, honestly, you're going to see some of the best racing you're ever going to see today. So we've got Lewis Williams now out
I
on
hope
track.
so.
So what I'm going to quickly do, while Lewis is going around, so he's out lap, I'll read out the standings. Obviously, Jake now can get ahead of who to look out for. There we go. Okay, so starting with the driver standings, Johnny Stokes is in the lead with uh, 85 points in the Ferrari. We have DXT Moyland in second in the McLaren on 74. James Al in third in the AlphaTauri on 64. We have Chubb in fourth in the Ferrari on 47. Avi, Mr. Smooth, aka in the Aston Martin, is on 46, 1 point behind. 1 point behind him on 45 is that guy Alex in the Red Bull. His teammate Scotty Harris is in 7th with 29 points. And we got Sade in 8th in the Mercedes on 26 points, tied with Erez in the Aston Martin on 26. We have McDutchface in 10th in the AlphaTauri on 22. El Stefan is in 11th on 16 points. He's in the McLaren. We have Al Jadifa in 12th in the Haas, and he's on 12 points. And then we've got some more double points. So we've got Rumax in the Mercedes and Hudzojo in the Alpine, tied for 13th with 6 points. Rob Simracer in the Williams and Speedy number 25, aka Joe, in the Alfa Romeo on 2 points. And then tied for 17th, we have Lewis Williams, Carl Freud, Carl, I can't pronounce your name, and Booker Bronco all on 0. Oh, and then LSB as well. The LSB is also not here. Okay, the constructor standings. So we have leading the way is Team Ferrari of Johnny Stokes and Chubb on 132. The McLaren team of Moylan and El Stefano are in second with 90. In third, we have the AlphaTauris of Dutchface and James Al with 86 points. In fourth, we have the Red Bull of Scotty and that guy Alex in 74. In fifth, we have Aston Martin of Avi and Erez with 72 points. Then a big jump down to Mercedes with Shorey and Wumax on 32. In Haas is in 7th, Carl and Al Jadifa with 12. And in tied for 8th, we have Williams of Rob and Lewis Williams. And Alpine and of Hudzojo and Brooker Bronco on 6. And Alfa Romeo with Joe basically holding up the fort right now with 2 points, as Nellis has not scored any, with 3 points total. So there we go. So Lulu's already out of session. I'm not sure if he had a quali ban, but Yeah, we'll jump on board with
Must
Carl.
have. Did insulation lap, came in.
Yeah, definitely. What tires do you put on inters or something? Save some tires, or do you just go out on
Nah,
normal
I think it was us.
stuffs? Okay, so Jake, what do you think of this track, Bahrain?
I like this beautiful track. But you're gonna get screwed at one corner in particular.
Yeah, I'm on board with Carl now as we see that corner coming up, and it's not this one. It's definitely this one. So you want to avoid the curb here at all costs, like Carl has done there. Don't blame him, because that is one area you can spin and probably end your race. But there's a lot of areas with low traction here as well. You got sorry, Scotty in the chat saying evening. Thanks for stepping in, Jake. As
Good evening.
Jake's read that message back. I was good at it. Came 11th on Friday. Yeah, Mrs. Carl did. Have you come 10th? Didn't you come 10th? Oh, you mean on the GP2? That's decent actually. 11th is decent. He did very well in the Friday league. He raced with us. That was very good. Carl gets the first lap for
You got
129.3.
stuck behind.
Ah, mate. I mean, you was behind as well, in all fairness, so you can't say nothing.
No, no. I was behind for one lap. I was behind you.
Yeah,
Got
stop on
past
there.
you and went past instantly. And you got stuck behind again.
And because Mrs. Carl was putting on the making her car extra wide for me, I think. There you go, gadget, Mrs. Carl. And Moreland now about to set his first lap of a 127.7.
127.7.
A full, like, half a second faster. Very quick time. Let's have a look now. We've got Almighty Evan now crossing the line. 127.6. Who else we got? We got GGC, aka, or I call him, who's the GC? Gemma Collins, isn't it? Gemma Collins? The one, that bird from the Essex.
It's not perfect Essex, yeah. No,
It
it's
is, isn't it?
not. But yeah,
It is,
it's.
yeah, the great GC, isn't it? Gemma Collins.
There's probably many GCs out there.
Yeah, this is the only one I know. Oh, wait, what she said? Well, you were just worried you were going to be beaten by a girl. That wouldn't be the first time. I get beaten quite a lot at home. Do you know
Can
what?
confirm.
I was being, I was being so careful because I didn't want to get an instance with you. But Japan's a very difficult track to overtake, and yeah, and obviously you were defended at every single corner, so I couldn't do much really. But yeah, it was a good race. You know? I love it when you get people jumping reserves and stuff, and they give you a good battle. GGC crosses the
Sounds
line,
fun.
goes fourth. Dojo's about to start his lap now. He's on his first sector. And Booker Bronco as well. Where's Scotty? Ran sector, ran sector 2 now. Go on. That's another area of the track there where you can definitely spin if you drop it too much.
Quick question, is it top 15 that go through?
But yes, I mean the top 15 will
Or would
go
it not
through.
be like... So only two are going out?
Yeah, so
Or one, because one's already out.
Yeah, so only one will go. Yeah, one will go out really, because Lewis has obviously got some sort of quali ban. But yeah, so obviously this is down into 3 qualified sessions. So we've got Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 we will see the loss of 2 drivers, and then the top 15 will be battling out to try and get into Q3 for the top 10 shootout. And obviously whatever time you set in Q2, if you're in the top 10, that's the time you'll be starting the race. Scotty goes third on a 127.7.
Silver span.
Oh,
Carl span at the corner.
oh, did Carl? Boo. What we told you, Carl? We warned you, man. What are you doing? He's very lucky to be like not in a wall there, really.
He span the correct way.
He did. If there's a correct way to spin, he did it. Let's have a look now. On board with Johnny Stokes now as he comes round. Will he do the same thing? Will he avoid the curb? He gets close, but you know, kept his distance. They're being very wary of that corner. Purple sector so far, so we don't know what that means. If that's his purple, a bit shaky on the exit there. Heady braking zone now into the the final corner. One more shot of DRS before he crosses the line. He's going to set a 127.5. It goes fastest.
Have it.
That's the show.
Big old Ferraris. Love it.
Have you seen the Ferrari for next year, Jake?
Oh,
Sorry to give you like a rock on when you're sitting there. But it's definitely like a
Oh, what
sexy
a
little
car.
car. Definitely looks like a sexy car. Yeah, it definitely was a good battle. Definitely was a good battle between me and Mrs. Carl. We're on board now with Rob Sim. Rob Sim Racer. See what you can.
Just go in for a second lap and improved very slightly.
Oh, he did. Yeah, up into second place. Rob goes up into seventh on a
Little 10th
129.4.
improvement.
So Jake, what do you reckon in the danger zone is going to be for this track? In a couple of times on the board, what do you reckon's got needed to go through to Q2?
It's got to be one guy, really. So
Literally,
it looks
you've
like
only
it's
got
like a
yeah, you've only got to beat one.
129.4,
So the minute the
like
benchmark is a
129s.
130, but yeah, I reckon a 129. I reckon Rob and Carl probably in a bit of danger, but they could definitely improve. I think that's the benchmark you want to go for. You want to get I think you want to get into the 128s at least, or at least the near the
Low
128s.
29s.
Yeah, low 29s at minimum. All it takes one to go out. One car loses it. As Johnny Stokes goes
36 at
faster.
27.0. It's flexing the muscles.
Yeah, it definitely is. It says Booker Bronco going round again. Ready for Jack to go a second clear. Where is Jack? He's out on his outlap now. Let's watch Jack. So Jack, later, as we know, is very, very quick. He's a reserve driver here, so he doesn't have a full-time seat, but when he does show up, it is a spectacle. Unfortunately, though, he's not been able to put it down in a race. Like, we had a close battle, I think it was in Jeddah with Moyland, and just when we thought we were going to see a good fight on our hands, Jack spun it on his own. Big shame, really. You see him there get some last-minute warm-up. But Moyland, are you confident around this track? Mrs. Carl, how's Carl feeling tonight? Is he good? Same for you, Scotty. How are you all feeling for this? The flags again. I think it's just kind of move out of the way. Just
Yeah.
going past Grosjean corner.
Technically it's a straight.
Grosjean straight then. The exit of Grosjean, the entrance of Grosjean straight. We won't get into what you said during the actual race though. Moyland says it's not great to be honest. Um, I've said that about all my races lately. See what happens. Yeah, I think there's been some sort of update. Carl says he's under pressure from me. Do you know what, Carl? If I was you, I'd be a bit worried about Mrs. Carl's pace. Mrs. Carl, if you can get yourself, an old PS4 or something, an account as yourself, you would definitely give Carl up for his money. Don't know about this, because obviously this is no assist and this is a bit more difficult. But yeah, definitely we want to see
That
that
is a
race.
track extend and a half. How's he
That
got
was
away with that?
that was a huge track extend. But Jake, with these guys, they don't race with any assist whatsoever. There's no racing line or nothing. So these guys master of their crafts. You see Jack go 126.4, and Boylan was right over a second faster than what he could do. Amati, Evan, who else just jumped up there? My Dutch Face goes 6th. Erez in 7th on a 128 dead. Robbed improved to 128.8. Hudzojo's a 128.8. Carl's 129.3, so he's a bit more improvement there. Booker Bronco now, he's 6 seconds down on his time, so he won't improve too much. But Al Jadifa on his lap now as he comes around sector 3 now. And the lovely Haas car.
Said no one.
Literally said no one. I don't mind it, I just think they could have done more. It's a bit plain, maybe ask me. But here we go.
Because they're crap being on our sponsors.
Al Jadifa goes 9th for the 128.3. Should be enough to see him safe. El Stefano goes into 10th place, 128.5. And we have Chubb still in the pits, as I said. So Chubb, I think, will jump up quite highly as well. So Booker Bronco now needs to find some pace from somewhere. His fuel light's flashing. Whether he can get round again, I don't know. We'll see. We'll stay on board, see what his first sector's going to be like. Just half a second down so far.
Has he got
And he's
damage?
gone wide. He's gone really wide. I don't know.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
That seemed very understeer.
He has pulled out now. Who else we got on board? So it seems like the guys, obviously there's only a chance of a couple drivers getting improved. As Moyland is, it's not. I thought it was out on track. It's not. So Moyland's safe. Moyland reckons he's safe. I think I tend to agree with him. As we hit the 5 minute mark, we've just gone past 5 minute mark now.
Well, there needs to be a 3 second improvement.
There's a 3 second
So
improvement, and I think everyone will be worried. As Evans retired as well, so obviously another one in the pit lane. They're confident that they've done enough. Stay aboard. Who else have we got? Booker Bronco still. He's 4 seconds down, so he's pulled out. So he'll have to pit in now. He's out of fuel now. He'll have time to come in and come out again. So he's got a chance. Right now, Chubb's still in the pits, so Chubb's leaving it last minute. A bit risky. Who we got? Al-Jadifa, as he tried to go around again. He's going to go around one more time. He's got enough fuel to do so. He's not flashing. So he'll try and improve again. But I think he's relatively safe, to be honest. We'll stay on board with Gemma Collins. See what she can do. Right, I don't know the guy's name. If I knew the guy's name, I would say his name. But I don't know his name.
Greg.
Nah, it's definitely... It's just
I
it's
don't know.
GTC. It's the great Gemma Collins. Chubb going to set a lap? I'm still looking at him. He's not in the pits. You have to come out fairly soon if he wants to come out. Has he got a? Did he have a quali ban? Maybe.
Would you want to set up?
That's what I'd assume so. Tends to be served. That's GP1. That's GP2. Sorry. Lewis got attendance warning. Alex has got a qualifying ban. That's that guy Alex. And obviously Lewis got a qualifying ban. So that guy Alex might join mid-session. They do that a lot here. They all join mid-session. So it might start off looking at 17 in the grid, but we could have more, potentially more. As GGC has got a chance now to try and improve. Booker Bronco is in the pit, so he wants to come out fairly sharpish. I think he is doing now. As he crosses the line.
1.2 seconds improvement.
Yeah, massive improvement there. So up into 13th for jumps Carl. Carl's out on track now, and he's slightly down this time. 6 thousandths of a second on 2 lap old tyres. These should make it. He's not flashing or anything, so he may even go one more time as well after this.
It looks like this is literally how it's going to be.
I can't see
Because
much
Chubb
improvement.
ain't coming out, and
No,
Lewis is out, so...
Chubb wants to come out like now if he has any chance, but
he
it's
ain't got a
too
chance
late now. Like he wants to be at the end of the pit lane. As
Maybe
long
he's
as no one
doing
DNFs, I think they're safely through.
He's doing the frenzy.
Right from the back. Not entirely sure why. Anyone in the chat can confirm. Carl goes. Oh, he lost time there. Looked a bit slower. Must have lost a bit of time in sector 3. See if he pushes again now. He doesn't need to though. He's safely through, so it's not really worth the risk at this moment in time. Who else? Booker Bronco is a lap of that. James Al. Some see you next Tuesday is getting in on camp. Sorry, I'm waiting for the message to come through properly on the live stream. So I can just see a bit of it. Gonna come through, that is. Where's it supposed to come through? Yeah, Booker's coming to the pits now. Yeah, for some reason the message hasn't come through yet. I'm not too sure why. Yeah, I think that will be your lineup so far for top 15 anyway.
You know, for the back two.
The back two, yeah. That message come up on your one? I must refresh my YouTube quickly because it still hasn't come up.
No message.
What James Al said.
There's nothing there.
Something about some see you next Tuesday. It's either they camp.
Probably you.
Probably. Most likely me, but I don't camp.
Well, some games you do.
Some games I do. Only when I'm scared and I'm like in hiding. I call it hiding, to be honest. Carl comes into the pits now. And that will be the end of Q1. But anyone in the chat could explain why Chubb, for some reason, didn't set a lap. I'm not entirely sure. I'll check in the general chat as well.
Some clever. Oh, he changed the message, eh?
Oh, okay. So he's rewritten it. He's rewritten it. Some
And
clever
he's
sod has unplugged every internet port in the block out. I've just spent the last 20 minutes plugging everything back in. Jesus Christ. I wonder where you was. So James Al will hopefully be joining us. Have you joined the session, James? Do you need an
this message
invite?
from what? Is that he's so clever?
Cleaver.
There's no
No,
A in it as well.
I don't think so. But who am I to judge about grab that grammar? He had a
It's just
call.
that's 20 minutes plugging him back
Who-
in.
Oh, he had a call to take. So the guy that was on the phone call probably a bit pissed now. Like, get off the fucking phone! So we'll be saying goodbye to Louis Williams and Chubb onto the top 15. Yeah, I realised that's when I asked you. I realised it was Chubb. Mrs. Carl, have you ever tried racing with no assists? Can you still beat Carl? Because I haven't. I can't do it. I don't know how anyone can do it.
When no assists.
I mean, I don't. No assist I can do. It's the no racing line I struggle with.
You'll get
I
used
still
to
get
it.
in if I join. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can join. Let me just do that now. 1 second. Right, you now. It
Oh,
will
you
just mean
can
you
get it
can't.
set up.
Yeah,
Uh,
you'll have to just. y-
I'm not entirely
Can I
sure
still
now,
get a
actually.
setup? Um, you can have a set. You got to do a setup on the grid. So once you load onto the grid, you have to very quickly pick your setup. So if I was you, before joining the lobby, I would maybe try and have that top so you can quickly, or just know where it is. Just have a look, make sure you know where it is. Because yeah, that's going to be the one that's going to screw you over a little bit. Because you have to dig through it and then obviously change the tyres if that you want to do. If I can find a gamer tag. But you should be able to
I just
join off of us to
enable
be
everything
honest.
again. So done.
It's James Owl like this. I'm not entirely sure though. I can't remember your gamer tag, James. PSN, sorry. Play together. Play together. It should be somewhere on here.
Why is that name familiar?
James Owl.
Yeah.
He used to race in VFL F1.
What's his gamer tag?
James Owl. James underscore Owl 90, I believe. Yeah. What was your affiliation with
Fair
the
enough.
VFL F1?
Mine?
No, not yours. I know yours. Yours a
Oh.
racing. See, I know yours. I was with you.
Some people on mediums here.
There we go. Let's have a little look.
Split strategy.
Yeah, we have. Who was on lap? So Rob's gone out on mediums. He has no teammate today, so it's just him representing. Because obviously Lulu is now out. Boylan's obviously chosen the mediums as well. Jack's looking at mediums in the pit lane. Speedy. Dutch Face has chosen softs. Oh yeah, where is Speedy tonight? No Speedy.
He's taking a stand because you knocked him out in quality.
Ah, he's fuming, mate. He was fuming about that. Mate, if I got knocked out by me, I'd be fuming.
In both senses as well.
Yep. Erez has gone out on softs. A couple of mixed choices at the moment. Who's actually on a lap? Let's go on board with. Where's Carl? Is Carl the first one out? Yeah, Carl has taken the crown so far of being the first one on track.
You sure?
I think so. Anyone else? Dutch Face ahead of him?
Yeah. He's on his lap now.
Yeah, so is Carl.
Is he?
Yeah, Carl's on sector 2.
Fair enough.
Looking at the wrong dot. So Carl on the soft
Gonna
tyres.
take P1.
Carl was
Oh,
out first, yeah, I know.
oh.
Sorry. It's the
There's a
newbies,
lot of
Mrs.
understeer.
Carl. It's the newbie, Mrs. Carl.
Can't get the staff then.
Can't get the starters. We've got a spinner. Was that Dutch face having a spin? Yeah, it was. Dutch face has a little spin. Another area where you can spin out in sector 2, start sector 2. Definitely a high spin area down there. As Carl will set the first lap of the day, 129.9.
There's a big lot of improvement in the last sector there. For
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, it'd definitely make go faster there. I might not be in AlphaTauri, don't worry. If you're not in AlphaTauri, you'll just be your points will be transferred over. We know what we're doing in this. So, Erez has gone first on the 127.8. El Stefano on the mediums has gone on
El
129.3.
Stefano given one of the slipstream.
Oh, you wouldn't see that.
Disgusting.
Have a look. Where is Moylan now? As he comes down, the new DXD Moylan's. His debut last week didn't go too well. DXD curse might have been playing a part there. He had a bit of a collision with Scotty Harris around Australia. It was quite a funny one, to be honest, though. It was quite a funny collision. Yeah, James, what was your affiliation with BFL F1? Just to remind me and Jake. Obviously, Jake racing it. I don't think I raced in VFL F1 on PlayStation. I know I did on Xbox, not PlayStation. Azojo jumps into second, 128.8 on the softs. Evan is 134. There was possibly a mistake there. Same with Dutch Face v Spin on 120 or 142. But they're still in the race. That is the main thing. No one has spun yet. Moylan goes round the death curve number 2. Well, number 1 really. It's the original. It is the original. We might have there might be some issues here as well, Jake, because sometimes we see that they're on softs, for example, and it could be on mediums. So for all we know, Moylan's actually on softs. We have no idea. He's going to cross the line. He's going to set a 128.2.
Yeah, he's on mediums.
That's a medium, sorry. Just a driver, and got this so I can upload mine and everyone's streams. Ah, okay. So basically, that's it. So he had the YouTube channel so you can upload the streams. Is VFL still going?
Probably football sense, yeah.
I know the football one probably is, but I don't know about the F1. Must be. If he's still got the account and he still uploads, it must be. Otherwise, he would surely would have changed the name. Rob's invalidated his lap. Johnny Stokes has just started his. We'll come back to him. We have Dutch Face now on temp number 2 on the soft tyres. He's hit the brakes massively.
Almighty X. I don't know whatever his name is.
Who?
Almighty.
Almighty
It's
Evan.
quite a bit up.
Almighty Evan. Yeah, it is. Those thirds, 128.3. There's 2 laps on those mediums though.
It's not that bad.
No, not overly bad. But you don't want to be doing too many laps on them. So Carl, what he wants to do is do a lot of laps on his tyres.
I told you he lost his back end on the first corner.
I'm on board at the moment with Rob Sim Racer as he goes round sector 2, just ahead on the mediums. He's got confidence he can get through. A lot of drivers are on softs though, that's difficult. Brooker Bronco 130.2 on the soft tyres.
They're not dreadful around here.
Not bad.
Just basically means you have to do a 2-stop, basically.
No, not bad at all. Carl improves a little bit, goes up to the 7th, 129.6. Carl tends to use this session as like a test of how many laps he can do on the softs. But if I was you...
That's what I used the first one for.
Yeah, normally the first one, that's what I do as well. Not so much
Is it the same
for...
tyres?
Yeah, potentially, yeah. It's the same tyres.
Yeah, but you
Rob
better
now,
hope you beat that time, mate.
final corner, sorry. As he crosses the line, crap view. There we go, 129.4. Medium tyre, not too bad actually, not too bad time. Johnny Stokes are up in the seconds on his time. We've got Scotty Harris now on board with him. Trying to get a different view because that's basically the same view really. Well, it's actually a worse view. It'd be good if you could take out some views from the options. Not a very good one.
Sometimes maybe good.
Also, we've got Jack as well on his lap. Where is Jack on track at the minute? I think he's just ahead. Let's jump on board with Jack. He's just ahead of Speedy. Sorry, of Scotty. Purple sector. I don't know how the hell we didn't invalidate there either. We went off track.
Jalifa about to set his time. 129.4.
Not bad from him.
On the mediums.
1:29 is a decent time for that. Dutch Face is now put on the
It's just
mediums.
it depends on how many people put on the softs.
There is. Oh, we go, Jack. 1:27.7 on medium tyres. That's unreal. And Scotty now,
Disgusting.
1:29, 28.5. 1:28.5 for Scotty. And we've got Mr. Smooth now as he goes round. We're on with Mr. Smooth. Have a look. Let's just really appreciate Mr. Smooth right now. Here we go. Smoothness of his wheel. By the telemetry. There we go. That's better. You can still see timings now. Takes that wide entry point. Opens up the corner a lot more. We get back in now, but not too tight. Don't want to be anywhere near the apex, really. Oh, that's the validation when Jack went straight off track. Who else?
You have to come on, like you have to stay off track and then come on slowly.
Yeah,
Not slowly, but
after the curb.
yeah, got to
Bit
choose
of
it.
a BS way of staying, keeping your time, but that's the game for you.
It is what it is.
LGD for now, and the second attempt, 1:28.7, goes 7 attempts faster, and he goes back in the 7th place.
So they need a second improvement from the guys outside the top 10 to beat
I can
RG's
definitely see
time.
Dutchface doing that because he let off, didn't he? Avi definitely can do that because he can go faster. So I reckon under threat right now, we've probably got Hadzojo, El Stefano, Rob are all under threat. Because Cole could put on a fresh set of softs and he can get another 2 attempts quite easily.
Depends how many sets of tyres you want to use and how many you want to keep for the race.
Yeah. Or if you do get through to Q3.
You might only have the one run.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So Dutchface now is going to start his lap. Yeah, that's something I didn't know as well. I was racing obviously the other day, and I rarely get into Q3. If I get into Q3, I normally DNF quite early on, or no, it's normally luck. But I didn't realise that that they're the same tyres throughout the whole session. So by the time I got to Q3, I already reused all my tyres. So I had to very carefully pick the tyres I was gonna go out on do a lap on.
No, you get a free set.
No, I didn't get a free set.
I can
I think I
tell you,
maybe
you
got
got
one
a free
free
set.
set. One free set I got. So I had to keep them for my last run, and the other ones I was kind of using to get me through.
Just
To
use
get through.
whatever ones you didn't qualify on.
I think so, yeah. I think I had to have a look and make sure I didn't qualify on them.
Mr. Face gonna try and beat his time on the mediums.
But it should be easily done, I think.
What's he currently doing? Currently 2 tenths down
But he was on
into
the
the last
softs
sector.
before, and he did brake heavily for the line. So
I did it.
yeah, he literally
Fair
come to a
enough.
complete stop.
He's only 2 tenths down, so
I reckon this will be good enough for about 5th, maybe pushing 4th. Crosses the line, 4th. Whole second faster.
call you Mystic Mac, because you predict these things.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Surprisingly, we have Brooker Bronco is on the starting lap now, and we have the Great GC just ahead. We'll have a look with Tim.
2 tenths up.
Brooker Bronco.
Which is...
Big.
He's another couple attempts to get into P10.
What's this? There we go.
Three sets.
GC does
2
improve,
6.
not enough really.
Lost a bit of time in that last sector.
Mrs. Cole says Cole's happy with 13th. Lulu says
12th.
the set of
He says
softs you
12th.
get for Q3 don't go through to the race, so it's a free set you use them for Q3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Well,
Obviously,
I
you never
get
get to
there.
Q3, so you
I
didn't
never
know
get
that.
to Q3, so I didn't know this stuff. I was like, ooh. But yeah, I was more concerned about picking a tyre to actually set a lap on and then end up DNFing anyway. So I crashed out in it's Japan as well. I never get through in Japan. So how the hell did I get through? I hate Japan. Oh, it's Booker's had a bit of a
That's not
spin.
nice.
Booker's had a big spin in the last corner.
That's going
So
to ruin his next lap as well.
it will. He'll have to come in. Has he got time to come into the pits? I don't even know.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think he has. I think there's only a minute
He
left.
has to, if he has the fuel, you can go around and
Go around again. Put telemetry
yeah.
back on so we can see. His light's not on, so he needs to do. This lap's basically ruined. He just needs to. If he can
But
get
he,
round in a
those tires
1v30.
are not the
Oh,
best.
no, he's
Yeah,
got no chance now.
I don't think he's gonna get round now.
I don't think he's going to do it now. If he'd have had a clean lap, he would have been able to do maybe one more stab at it, kind of thing. But then them tyres would have been absolutely ruined. Like, they're 3 laps old now, so put another 2 laps on them. Not very good. Cole's dropped
So I
down.
don't
So
know
who
now.
dropped up? Avi's got up
Fresh
into
it.
8th on a 128.5, so that's pushed everyone down one. Also knocked El Stefano out into 11th. He's now out on his outlap now, but he's got he's got enough time to get round. So one more stab for El Stefano. The moment we're going to definitely say goodbye to Rob, Carl, and GC, unless Booker can do something magical. I can't see that happening, to be honest.
Unless he's calling the guts.
And
But
Hadzojo's out on track as well. So Hadzojo is the other one that this could really affect because El Stefano is out on track.
it's just all fun. It's all or nothing.
Yeah. Hadzojo's going to have one more stab.
He's on the he's put on the softs as well. He's
Yeah, he
gone in
has.
pretty deep.
Hadzojo's got
Pretty,
to
pretty deep.
really
He's a
push.
given up. He's given up.
Pulled out. Oh no. That's
If you're
going to be.
watching, you can all pull out of your laps.
Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, 12 of it. Yeah, it's no time now. So Hadzojo can take a chill pill and
Unless he
relax.
wants to start on
Oh,
medium.
he's never mind. Hadzojo spun anyway. Oh, he needed a Grosjean. He nearly pulled a Grosjean.
Nah.
He was nearly there though. He went far away from it.
It's got further
Avi
on there.
is taking an easy lap in now. Yeah, Hadzojo obviously tired on track. Possible retirement on track. You and me, Lula said you and me both. I'll be lucky to get into Q2. Thing is, Q2 I can get into. It's Q3. It depends on it's track specific for me. If it's a track I like, then yes. But a track like,
Can't
Japan,
wait for Canada. You're going for pole.
Canada could possibly be me sitting on pole. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, boy. Just be aware, right? Canada is all me. I missed my man from Jack. Jack said, "Soon,
See?
soon." El Stefano now will cross the line, and that will end
Just
the
for that, yeah, I'm
session.
gonna go play it. Where is it? If you do get banned for that.
There we go. We'll be saying
Sure,
goodbye
15 to 11.
to El Stefano, Robson Racer, Carl, GGC, and Booker Bronco. In the top 10 shootout, Jack, Erez, Johnny,
Just
with
only
Dutch
errors
Race,
and
Moyland.
Sojo.
That's true, yeah, only
Wait for
Erez and
softs.
Hasojo on the softs. Everyone else got mediums.
Yeah, it opens a strategy. You can either go medium hard, or medium soft, soft.
I don't think the hards. Don't tell me they're not too bad around here, but you don't
If
really
there's like
want.
a really early safety car, you can potentially get into the end.
Yeah, you
But
can.
that's there's no point if there's going to be another safety car.
Bold calling it. You can
So it
guarantee one
depends
safety
on the
car, then yeah.
yeah, it depends on how many safety cars come out.
You're a dog. I apologise.
I second that.
It's just my sister. Ba-dum.
What?
I was called her a dog. What is he doing? Damn dog. As Moylan will be the first on track by the looks of it. Everyone jumps him. Nope. In the lovely orange McLaren. Got the little glitch.
There's been a
up.
crash in the pit lane.
Oh.
Why do they release them into cars? I don't get it.
No idea. So, no point having tyres on at the moment because we all know they're all going to be on softs. They're going for fastest lap here. Don't need any detail really, we just need the laps. Mrs. Cole says, come on Moylan, we're going to take pole.
We.
Yeah,
We.
she's team Moylan, she don't like supporting her other half.
Yeah. That went right over your heads.
We?
Big old Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, man. Funny.
I know it's an hour lap, but I had to get over that corner cut. That's crazy.
Do you see they're bringing out a new Fresh print? It's going to be called Bel Air. I don't think it's going to be a comedy though. It doesn't look like a comedy. I don't know how you can make a serious drama out of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. But
You'll
hey,
find out, won't you?
find out, yeah.
Speedy has joined.
Hey, number 25, Spinella himself. That's one more joins the pack. It should be, I think,
19.
19 now. Yeah, if James is joined. See what how Moylan handles this. Sue. So Moylan, we know he picks his strategy, his setups from whoever's the fastest in the world. So it explains why he's twitching.
Runs those time trials setups.
Yeah, he does. It all depends on how. I don't think he adjusts them or anything. He just literally runs it. And someone's spun.
Sec.
Dutch face is round on turn 1. That's not going to be a good first start for him. Jump back to Moylan now. What was the best time we saw? Was it 126?
20. It was JR later.
Yeah, it was Jack's. It was Jack Laters. Moylan's going to set a 127.3. I think that matches. No?
No.
What did he set in Q1? Start rewind, a bit of cheating. 126.4.
26.9 from Johnny Stokes. Potentially, these are potentially used sets, maybe. Can you check that?
These
If they're used or new?
we can't
Then
check that now. They're all new to us. Scotty jumps in to second, 127. Oh, no, sorry, third, 127.2. Avi, 127.1. Oh, never mind. They've jumped down again, 126.9 from Evan. Good time from him. Aero jumps into
377.
Jack's coming round now on sector 2. I don't think this will be a good time from Dutch Face, so I won't be looking at his. We'll jump on board with Jack. Because obviously Dutch Face did have a bit of a spin. Obviously, it
Could
looks
be
like,
going again. He's got his ERS all work.
yeah, I reckon they'll be
Let's
filled
see.
up for
Yeah,
at
he's going
least
again.
2 runs, because these are going to be tyres they're not going to use again, are they? They're going to be binned anyway. 142 from Dutch Face. But he did that in the first session as well, in Q1.
His truck. What's he gonna set?
But he's 6.5, so not. You can improve that. You can improve that. You did a 126.4 in the first session, so you can definitely go faster. But it kind of puts the gauntlet down for these guys of Johnny, Evan, Avi, Scotty, and Moyland. Anyone else going around again? Moyland's coming to the pits. Is Johnny going around again? No, into the pits. Hadzojo, is it validated it, so he'll be coming in.
It's just my sack face.
Scotty's
9
coming
seconds
in.
up.
Algae Deep is invalidated. Almighty Evan coming in. Moylan said no, we aren't. You're not confident now, Moylan? Erez, he's coming in as well, but yeah, all he does is coming in. Just Dutch Face now. We'll stand by with Dutch Face. He's 14 seconds up after his spin. So it's going to be enough for the 128s, I believe. Maybe 127 if he improves the last sector. As he crosses the line, he's going to set a 126.5 up into second. That is stonking from
Have
him.
it. He spun out on his side as well.
He did a massive spin. Who's the commentator? I am DXD Hobo, and with me is
Some
DXD
mug.
Anthony98, aka Jake Hargreaves in the chat.
I,
Yeah, full on
what?
government, mate. Full on government.
Daniel Jeffrey
In all
Jr.
fairness. What's that?
Said Daniel Jeffrey Weir Jr.
We've missed Anthony, mate.
Sorry. So did you.
I didn't full name you. I just first and last name. You attempted the full name. Who else has just jumped out on track? I think that was Scotty. For some reason, my dog has got something up his ass. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, he's got something that's obviously bugging him.
Probably you.
I'm not even nowhere near him. He fucking bit me this morning, little shit. But there we go. On board with Scotty as he sets his getting ready for his outlap now. Or doing his outlap now. And we also got Al Jadifa just joined the track. Johnny Stokes, and I believe that is Hudzojo as well. Also, Avi's coming out. I expect to see a couple more guys coming out, maybe last minute. I could probably see 2 runs here as they've fueled up for it. I think possibly Scotty has extra fuel. Mrs. Carl says, I have faith you can do it again. No, it'd be a big improvement. Jack and Dutchface really, or even actually Johnny Stokes in the 126s, and Evan. There's a lot of 126s to beat. 125 too much to ask from these guys. Here we go. Scotty is going to start his lap. Meow. I need to corner guy. I need to cut out a corner. Well, what corner can he cut out? Let's try and help out him. So if you know, on sector 2, right, you see you got the little hairpin. If you can work out a way to go straight and just join up, you know, to
Just take
sector
the short
3.
track. Just
Yeah,
turn
it is
off
short
left
track,
and
yeah.
take the short
Just
track.
do a hard left.
No, you see where Scotty is here? Go left. How to go for the short track last year?
Don't
It's
do
only
that
like
though.
59 seconds then.
Or straight line this, you know, try and straight line this bit. That'll gain you about 5 seconds. Al Jadifa is the next in line to set a lap. Obviously Scotty's going to have to come round again and get ready. He's got 3 minutes though. He's got, if he wanted to, probably got time to come in and come out again. Boylan's going to wait till the last possible minute to try and go out again. Same as Errors. As we see Dutchface leaving the pits on the map. In Alpha Tade. Al Jadifa now. Going down the middle sector. Middle straight. So guys, if you are interested in what's going on here, you know, you're new to watching it, you know, watching for the first time, hit some messages in the chat. We'll read everything we can see. This is RPR. They race with no assists, no racing line, no nothing. So these are the cream of the crop when it comes to racing. You're going to see some exciting racing here. It's always something to watch. We've never had a boring race. Even the tracks like Monaco, it's never been boring. We see Al Jadifa now is about to cross the line. Will he improve? Can he improve? A 128. 1 goes up into 9th.
Improves by 4 tenths, but
Not a position.
not position.
Not a position.
If he has the fuel, he can go again.
Moylan's coming out now. Avi is coming around the line. Did Johnny improve? Oh, John. I don't think Johnny improved. No, Johnny went slower. Johnny went slower as well. He must have pulled out of his lap. Avi's pulled into the pits. So I don't think he's going to have time to go around again. Evan has invalidated his lap. Zojo has also validated his lap. He's going to try another go at it. Johnny's also going around again, but he's 1/10, well, nearly 2 tenths slower than his 126.9 time. Dutchface is apparently improved by 15 seconds. That can't be right. So he's just starting his lap now.
That's
Evan,
coming from the spin lap, probably.
Evan's coming in to pit, so he won't be improving at all. What else we got? Hadzojo's very close to beating his time. He's slightly down, but you know he can gain something back. Down board with Johnny Stokes. He's down again.
His car's lagging for me. Is it lagging for you?
Yeah, it jumps a little bit every now and then. So I would imagine he'll be pulling into the pits. I don't think he'll be bothering
Oh, Hudson's
the
in the
end
wall.
lap unless he can gain a hell of a lot.
Sojo. Renault front wing in the wall.
Oh no, that's the end of his quali. 127.7. So he'll go around again. Second attempt maybe. Third attempt.
It's gonna be another 10 from Al Jalifa as well, potentially. Or not. Don't listen.
So Moyland doesn't improve either, so he's going to try another attempt at it as well. Al Jadifa's in the pits. Could have gone around again, possibly. He's got time to do so. I think he would have made it across the line in time, but there we go. So far, it's just
Johnny, Jack, and Moylan.
yeah. I think Jack's done. Oh, Jack's on his lap now, so he jumped into someone else for some reason. So can Jack improve? Can he get nearer that 125 mark? Can Moylan do anything? Can Moylan respond to this? 127.3 his current time. What could Johnny do? Johnny is slightly down, but again, he could do a bit of improvement somewhere on the track. Hadzojo will be coming into the pit with a new wing, so it's just a battle really for this.
Jack's a
Dutch
10th
Race is in
up.
the pits, so he's done. We'll see you on board with Johnny. He's
Johnny's
up.
just about up.
He's
Oh
up.
my god.
Jack coming around the same corner. 3
Oh
temps up.
my god.
3 temps up. Moylan 2 temps up. So Moylan needs to improve by a second, really, if he wants any chance of beating
I don't
Jack.
think he's looking at pole at the moment. He's looking at.
Oh no,
top
Johnny's
5.
invalidated it. We won't find out from Johnny what his time will be. He's invalidated it. Jack now, 3 temps he was the last sector. He's gone again, 4 temps up. That's 126.1. Moylan goes into
Big
third.
improvement there in last sector.
Yeah, 126.7. So he does jump Johnny Stokes there, but what a lap from Jack. A 126.1. That is unreal. That is unreal. Yeah, Moylan was probably right thinking no one's going to get close to him. The 4 temps split. Like normally we see about a half a second between the top 5. Today, a bit different. So here we go. So your starting lineup for the grid race here in Bahrain will be Jack leading the way in the Mercedes. Can't go over that time. Very, very quick. Yeah, Moylan can confirm he's an alien. That is definitely an alien time, mate. Mrs. Carl says, well done, Moylan. Dutch Face in the second place. Moylan in third. Johnny Stokes in fourth. I think he would have improved. I don't know how much by though. Evan is in fifth. Avi in sixth. Scotty in seventh. Erez in eighth. Al Jadifa in ninth. Hadzojo in 10th. But fantastic. We'll see how that plays out with the tyres as well, because I believe it was Hadzojo and
Errors,
wasn't it? And Erez is in 8th and Hadzojo in 10th. The other one's on mediums. Take that after the first lap. Yeah, do you know what? It's not. That's a good time. You can't argue that time. I'll be happy to score 1 point with these lap times. Yeah, don't know what. The thing is though, James, I don't want to box Jack, but Jack has got the ability to spin. No, like we've seen it in other races where he's kind of.
You don't want to block him, and then you go and
I
say
don't want to
it.
block him, but I am blocking him. But you know, I don't want to book him because I want to see an actual fight between Moylan and Jack, because Jack may have the quality pace, but I think Moylan's got the overall race pace consistency that we need. So it'll be good to see. Good to see. Obviously, we've got Johnny Stokes leading championship as well, so that'll be a good battle to watch. Moylan and Johnny Stokes having a little battle. I think we've got a full grid, because I think I saw Black by Alex in the session as well. So we'd have James
Do
out,
the
Alex, and
reserves count the championship?
don't believe so. So look out for James, sorry, he'll be in the Red Bull. So it'll be mixed up, to be honest. So James will be in the Red Bull. I'm assuming Alex. So James is in Alex's seat. Alex will probably be in James's seat, and Speedy might have had his own seat. He might be lucky there. Sorry, I got distracted by some. I can't say it really, but nakedness. Someone would say nakedness. I don't know why. There we go. So, there we go. Pitch strategy is this listing medium to hard or medium soft. But we'll have a look at who's on what tyre as well. So, wow. Everyone, apart from Erez and Hazojo, has chosen the mediums. There you go. That's it. Done. Ain't got to say much more than that. But yeah, like I thought. So that guy Alex, obviously Christian Horner's doing his magic again, and he's had a word with, you know, with that guy Alex, and he's sent him down to AlphaTauri, and he's brought up James Al. That's basically what's happened here. And we've got Speedy, normal car. That's basically it. So we could see a potential last to first attempt from James Al. That guy Alex as well. These two not unfamiliar with that attempt.
I don't know if they can complete that because they're not in last.
That is very true. There'll be a. I doubt that he'd even get first, to be honest.
So it's all down to Joe.
Joe, come on, Joe, man. It's all down to you, man. So Joe tends to go in deep on corners, but as in real life, he goes in too deep.
Cause I'm in too deep.
It's quite a pacey formation lap from Jack.
Instead of going understood. There's a strategy, medium hards, at 13 to 15 for the hards. Well, they're saying the soft runners about, like, I think I said 9 or 10.
How many safety cars do you reckon? Ooh. I reckon we're going to hit at least 3. At least 3, and maybe a VSC for fun as well. Jake, what do you reckon?
2.
2? VSC, there we go, so it's been interrupt you in a second. The strategy for softs is a soft, medium, or a soft, medium. I would say a soft, medium, soft, or a soft hard. I think a soft. If you're gonna use a set of mediums, I would do a soft, medium, soft. I wouldn't be doing a soft, medium, because you want to use the softs when your car's at its peak, and it's at its peak
lightest
at the end. Yeah, it's lightest. Not
so it lasts longer.
But there we go. We'll jump on board. Wait for these lights now as Speedy has just joined the back of the pack. There we go. Bit of shuffling into place. Little bounce up and down from Johnny Stokes' car. There we go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. Very quick lights here in Bahrain. And Jack gets a great start. With a lot of shuffling around, but I think Jack's going to hold the line. Moylan's going side by side with him. Dutch facing the turn 1. We've got wing damage at the back of the grid. But side by side, they still go through turn 1, and Moylan concedes as we got spinner. James, Johnny Stone's a spot. Wow!
Oh my God!
He's flown across the track. And he's out.
He's out.
He was completely punted off the track, and we caught that all. Oh, ridiculous! And that's got to be a safety car, surely. It's got to be a safety car. It's not. It's carrying on. We'll stay on board. So. DXT Moyland into 3rd still. Erez up into 4th. James out up into 8th from the start. James out up into 8th already. He's having a look. Possibly trying to get past Lulu, and he does into the heavy braking zone.
Cut out the back. That's Chubb.
Fantastic start.
Knock off Ferrari there.
What's that?
Knock us off of Ferrari. Chubb spun around.
It's not. They're fighting for the championship at the moment, and they've lost the championship leader.
A couple of guys have broken up wings. Michael, leave the chat, your mug.
Michael, the commentator, just let you know, mate.
You're commentating?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I don't say anything outrageous anyway.
Once we got all wide there from Lulu as Almighty Evan just swoops past him, and we've got Hazojo having a look now. Can he get past Lulu after that bad exit? No, they're late on the brakes from Lulu. They're trying to get back up, and very wide there from Hazojo. That's going to be an overtake off track. That can't be allowed, surely. That can't be allowed. But that guy Alex is going to attempt to go and stick on both of them, but without DRS it's very difficult. Going to try again, maybe a look down the inside. Lulu's going to go back, and I think Hazojo has let
They
Lulu
nearly hit the back of
passed.
Lewis.
Yeah, and he's not having a good day. He's dropped down quite a lot now. Smart's gone past, and now Al Jadifa. Them softs not really helping, and Rob's gone past him as well. JC now having a little battle with Carl, but not able to do anything there. Another strategy choice there, soft, hard. As JC is going to try and swoop around the inside. Not able to do so. Yellow flags again. That's Hazojo. He's not having a good day today, Hazojo.
Having a stinky start.
He's having a stinky start to this race. Here goes another spinner. Whoa!
Yeah, it's his teammate.
That's Booker, his teammate. How is he still going with that? I've hit the wall more gently than that, and I've broken everything. Bye, Michael. Oh, and a big spin again. That's going to be out, surely. Oh, Booker is so lucky.
Yeah, I've hit the wall around here like 2 miles an hour.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen worse crashes. Jack right now leading the race, 2.3 seconds clear of Dutch Face. Moreland still can't really answer anything with Dutch Face. Going to stay on board with this little battle. I think we're going to see fastest lap from Jack, 131 already. DRS will be enabled after this lap as well, or on this lap I should say. Down to lap 3.
You get the first straight or the second straight?
First straight. That got Alex up into 9th place, getting past Lulu there. But is Lulu going to try and hold it off? I think he thought about it, but changed his mind. I think Alex had him all over the place.
But he has a bad exit there.
Oh, Moreland now with a little look up the inside, but splits back in. Being very cautious, Moreland doesn't want to make a mistake. It's early in the race. No time for heroics here. Lap 3 of 29. It's a long way to go. Very close to the back there. All over the back of Dutch Face. Erez doing very well in them softs as well. Erez is there and thereabouts, right behind.
He needs to try and get past it to make the best use out of him.
Yeah, right now he's not getting the best use out of him. Yellow flags again. It's Al Jadifa, I believe. He's facing the wrong way. He's safely out the way though.
Go.
Let's jump back on board with Moreland. Still not able to get past yet. Dutch Face right now. Healthy ERS, 60%, 90%, sorry. He's not using that much. I think just Moreland can't really get his car in the right position to make the overtake. And right now, Jack's loving it.
He's waiting for the DRS about to open.
Yeah, there's no point making an overtake now because he'll lose all advantage with DRS. But they are Moreland taking a wider line into the final corner.
It's a good exit there from Dutch Face.
There was a great exit. I'm about to say the exact same thing. But I don't think there's much he can do now. As Moreland's going to shoot past. There's a crap angle from that.
Yeah. Jadifa's round at the corner of corners.
At the corner of corners itself. The L corner itself. So, Dutch Face. Oh, sorry. Moreland got a really bad exit there. Out of the first chicane. So, but Dutch Face have another chance to go back at him. Tries to go around the outside. Moreland's just going to shut the door on him. Dutch Face attempting for the switch back, but hasn't got traction, and Moreland will keep seconds. Now, can he gain anything back on Jack? Jack's shown amazing pace in quali.
3.5 seconds already. Jesus.
And we've got to jump back in here with JJC as he's gone very wide. Has let Chubb shoot past. Now Chubb's going to be back on Carl. Hazojo again is round, racing the wrong way. Not happy today. He's not happy, and there's a long train that's formed behind this battle for second. We'll jump on board that in a second. I just want to see this battle between Carl and Chubb as Hazojo's round again. Here we go, Evan and Alex top places there. Alex up into 8th. Oh, Dutch Face has got past Moreland again.
So it's just DRS past. Carl didn't really.
This is not what these guys want. Look, 4 seconds now. So a second lap they're going to be losing to Jack. I don't think now they've. I think
they've gone up and up.
I think first is out of their minds now. I think they're now batting for second.
In their minds, Max Dutch Face is first.
I don't explain them as Moreland finds the gap between the inside. I think Dutch Face will get that covered off.
Erez is going down inside of all of them.
Oh, he is. He's attempted it. That is a brave move from Erez. Can he make it stick? He can't. But can he get a good exit out of it? Moreland will take second back. So far, Erez, I think, with that traction, with that soft tyre, he's managed to stay ahead of Scotty as well. Obviously, that could have went really badly for Erez. He could have lost out a lot of places there because they're so bunched up.
You had such a narrow angle there. You had a slow exit.
He did a very slow exit, so there could have been a chance for Scotty as James Al is trying to get past. Well, he has got past Avi.
Let's have
This
his
battle
teammate.
is James. We know has got pace. He's already come from 19th to 6th in the set base of 3 laps. He's doing a bit of a Hamilton at the moment around Brazil. Will Scotty let him past? They're not. Scotty and James not known to do team orders.
Scotty's on the back of errors. Like a couple more laps time, the advantage on the mediums will come up.
Yeah, definitely will. But you don't want these. This is what you don't want. You don't want your 2 teammates battling. So I don't know if they're in a party together. I'm not entirely
They're not bad
sure.
at the moment.
No, they won't. But they will be potentially soon. Yeah, Scotty doesn't need to sit. So Scotty needs to stay behind areas, obviously, just to get the DRS. But he needs to stay closer to Dutch face as possible, because as soon as Ares goes into the pits to change them tyres, he's going to be losing ground. And Dutch face again flies past Moreland, and these guys are slipstreaming it up.
There's trading on DRS right now.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. We're going to have to jump on boards. Yellow flags. I think that's just Booker Bronco getting out of the way. Yeah, so Scotty just needs to make sure he's behind whoever is in 3rd, because that's the time where when Ares pits, if he's a second away from Moreland or Dutch face, whoever's in 3rd, that's the ground he's going to lose. James saw a little gap there, a little bit of a mistake there from Scotty. Could James be sniffing to get that 5th place? He's right behind his teammate now. That Red Bull's looking twice as long. The RS open at all of them again. Jack right now, I think he's a bit lonely right now.
He's in a good place on the DRS there.
He is, because all he's got to do is just sit. Let them do the work. He's in the middle of the pack. He's not really like defending at the moment. He's not using any extra tyre life. But James looks itching to get past Scotty. He's looking at every single corner, every exit. He's studying Scotty. He's trying to find that gap, that one mistake, to get past his teammate. Have a car in the wall again? Is that Hot Sojo?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he clipped the wall. He may have stayed out of it.
Moreland, is he going to get back past Dutch face? He has a think about it. He has a little look, but he's decided better of it. So the Dutch face is a good drive out this corner.
He keeps getting amazing exits.
He does. I think Moreland's now matched it though, because he's going to have the drag, but no, not enough. Again, James House had a little stuck his nose out, just to have a look. We have Chubb on Rob. Chubb's up into 12th place. Booker's retired. I think that's in the pits. He's not having a good day himself. Big shame for him. No points again for Booker. And by the looks of it, these teammates not going to get any points either. Down in 18th and about to be lapped by Jack. They're sharing the sectors at the moment. Avi right now is stuck behind this train. That guy Alex can't really gain much back, to be honest. He's been 5 or 4 seconds for quite a while now.
Always his camera angle.
Yeah, the camera angles they get you.
I have a camera angle of the Mercedes very well.
There's a better one. If you're on board with a Mercedes at any point, you can get the camera on top of the nose looking at the driver. I don't know, literally it's staring right at his face. I don't know why that's needed, what you're seeing from that, but here we go. Dutch face again gets a very good drive out of that corner. So Moylan will reel him in with the DRS. He won't be close enough, I don't think, to make a move. Or will he? It could be a late on the brakes move from Moylan, but
Little bunching up there.
yeah, big bunch up. So again, my Dutch face, his power right now is in the exit. He's getting much better exits than Moylan. But these 5 cars, really, nothing separates them in a minute. It's a very good battle. They're all
This should
keeping
be
it clean.
about a second.
This should be a second, yeah. Yellow flag again. Who's that?
His face went wide and then Warden got a little Tokyo drift on. He's done around the outside of the hairpin there.
But Moylan will get that place into second.
Lovely.
But the problem now, he's going to have DRS to defend straight away. Now they're both...
He's gone in
twitching again.
bit oversteer there by
Moylan twitches
Dutch
a
face. They both did it there, so
That's a good angle there.
Scotty's gone a bit deep.
Yeah, sorry, we're focusing so much on this battle for second, but it's literally the closest battle we've got on track at the minute. We've got GDC having a little look with Carl. They're close together at the minute. Evan is starting to drop from Alex, but Alex is also dropping from these guys here. I think the train of the DRS train they're getting for each other is just pulling them away. Carl's catching up to the back of Rob as well. So it could be a little three-way battle there for 13th place. In the red, white and blue. Looks like a little French flag driving around the track. And Dutch face again back in front of Moyland. Moyland's going to switch back, possibly. Going to squeeze Dutch face, makes him back line bad.
Moyland got the DRS as well.
Yeah, he did. And Erez has a little, can't make anything happen though. He has a little look again, but not enough. Scotty's still in front of his teammate as Carl gets past Rob down the straight. So up into 13th for Carl. Can GDC catch up? He's dropped a second a bit, so he's not going to have DRS at the moment. Back on board with these guys again.
Rob's coming back at him.
Oh, he is. Rob's having a little
He's
battle.
gone in deep. He's gone in deep.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mistake there.
Carl manages to hold on to position.
There we go. Back to this battle now for second. It's literally all I'm doing now. Watch this battle. Chubb's getting close to the back of El Stefano now. So jump back quickly on board with that. We'll see Chubb having a move. This should be a simple move for Chubb. DRS.
Maybe not this one.
Possibly not a good exit.
Straight's not long enough, I don't think.
Nah, that wasn't the best of exits from Chubb. I think El Stefano got the jump on him a little bit.
Stefano might get saved here if he catches and gets DRS.
Oh, here we go. Hang on 1 second. James could be attacking Scotty. Scotty's defending. And I think he's given that. Scotty has yielded that position up into
Fastest lap there from Jack at the front.
Yeah, Jack's having got the race of his own, mate. 8 seconds the gap. Yellow flags again. I think that's just someone get out of the way. So Dutch face not able to make the move this time. So Moylan will hold second for one more lap. Goes deep.
Fairly simple pass for Chubb on El Stefano.
Yeah, literally, it's going to be
very
simple.
Can't
does try his best to defend that, but it's kind of a foregone.
So it's going to be a bit deep, but it's alright. Rob's back past Carl on the DRS.
Alex made a mistake. Oh, Evan. What happened there? Evan's called back up to Alex. Has retired in the pit, so no points for the Alpine, I want to say. Yeah, Alpine. Beatty's also his own little race right now.
Changes all over the back of Erez now. He's got him.
Oh, we go, yeah, he has. So
and they've fallen 2 seconds off the back of Space and Moyland because of that battling.
Yeah, I think the tyres of Erez are now going to start falling off. You can see he's losing.
Yeah.
He's done well to get them 9 laps. I think really to save his race, he just needs to pit. Come in, get out. You're being nice clean air, I believe. He should be coming out probably behind El Stefano. But what tyre choice is he going to go for? Because now they've gapped massively now. This train, well, this little group of cars is now separated by, well, nearly 3 seconds.
Scotty. Yeah, Erez coming in.
Yeah, Erez coming in. Scotty gets a bit twitchy on the exit.
Just see if he goes for the ones. He should be able to get mediums to the end potentially.
Avi and Scotty now having a little battle. So Scotty.
Is that Jack out? Jack's in the wall.
Jack's hit a wall.
Not in the wall, but he's spun.
He has spun. So there we go. That's what I said. So he did all that time, and Moylan can now see him.
Moylan's filming at the mouth now.
So what happened there? Did Jack have this ability to spin on his own?
I think he's avoided damage though, which is good for him.
That is very good.
She needs to cool the tyres down.
Avi and Scotty now are going to resume their battle. Avi got past him on the straight, and then Scotty's got back past him by the looks of it, and then Avi's got it back. So these guys are going to be battling for a little while. They don't want to battle too much because they're going to lose too much ground on the drivers in front.
Am I trying to run outside here? No. Dummies him with the brakes. He's right up his batty here. Should be a DRS.
Yeah, this should be a simple move for Evan on Alex. Not much Alex could do there.
They're slowing each other down though, but
they are. They were at one point catching the back of this little group, but now they've really. This little battle's not helping them that much. at all.
James is just about. Did he get DRS? I think he's 1,000, like 1,000 behind from getting
Yeah, he did.
DRS. I
He
don't
got
think he
it.
got it. No, he didn't.
Said he got it.
James didn't get
No,
it.
he didn't get it. Changed his mind.
Now he loses. Look at that.
Another change
Like
to
3
second
attempts
place.
down the straight just because no DRS.
Again, this battle. Look at Jack already has gained another
One's going for it
second.
again.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there from Dutch Face.
How many times has this second place been traded in this race?
That's 4? Well, no, more than that. It's been about 4 in the first 4 laps.
Scotty's got past Avi.
He has. These guys having a little battle of their own now. Now they've kind of dropped this lead group. But they don't want to fight too much because they're going to lose ground. The yellow flags again.
Oh, it's GGC.
Yeah, it is GGC. Rejoins
Where the
track.
hell was he?
Oh, that could have been nasty there. I don't think he was in the way of Algediva, but you had to think about it there. BD's not having a good race at the minute, down in 17th. Not having the best of days. But he's there, you know, he's still racing. Avi still chasing down Scotty.
You never know what could happen, not even halfway through.
No, I know. And already, after Jack's spin, he's got back 4 seconds. So, 2 seconds
Just
left, he's
making it
already
a bit close, wasn't he?
Making it interesting, wasn't he? That's what he was doing. He was doing
They're in.
celebratory donuts.
Being
They're
runs
they're both
in,
in.
or James stays out.
James thinks better of it.
What would he go into? The hards? Or would he go in soft? Be interesting.
Hard tyres. Hards for
Yeah, they're going to
Moyland.
hards.
Hards for
Is this-
Dutch Face.
Yeah, hards.
Scotty as well has gone in for hards. Maybe James and Scotty are in then the party
It'd be
together.
interesting to see where's the errors in this.
The
'Cause he
errors.
came in a bit earlier, didn't
Yeah, and he's put on the medium. He's coming down the pit straight now.
he? Is he gonna
so
overcut him or undercut
No,
him?
he's
Yeah,
not.
he has.
he's got 2. He hasn't caught Moylan and Dutch Face. He's lost ground to those 2 really.
I thought he was a.
Yeah.
I thought one was in the Mercedes.
Oh no, he's lost ground a little bit. He's 3 seconds back from Dutch
Yeah.
Face, but he's gained on Rob. Obviously, that battle, we know Rob did lose a lot of time in that, as he's now battling with Rob, the 2 admins of the league, and Rob just yields that. He knows there's no point battling that one. And same really for Carl. As Rob spun, Rob's gone round. Lucky enough, there's nothing really to hit out there, so he's okay. He will just keep going. That means he's battled with Carl.
That's the
It's
fun
not
who
turned out
lets
to-
his teammate through.
Yeah,
Moylan's
at least-
hoping that maybe he can hold up Dutch Face and give him a bit of breathing space.
Alright, so obviously you missed one of the races. Dutch Face is basically Perez. He is the king of holding people up.
Like Dutch Face, that was
Dutch-
fun.
El Stefano is the absolute king of holding people up. So we will see
I don't know
the
what he can
teammate
do
of
here. Though.
dreams.
I think he's just about got DRS there.
I think he's going
But
to.
is he
I don't
coming
think
in?
he can do it. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in. No teammate
Yeah, he's
of
the
dreams.
king there, wasn't he? Gave him DRS.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, more than you want to sack a teammate, mate. You have to have some words. He's keep your rival DRS to catch you up. We got who else coming in? Chubb's coming in for a set of hards. Carl's coming in now for a set of hards as well. Rob stayed out, so Rob will take back 13th. But Erez obviously on them fresh mediums. He should see him start catching the back of Dutch Face, but the gap's 4 seconds now, so he's lost a second on these 2. Obviously, Dutch Face did have a bit of ERS to contend with. As LGD
Couple guys at the
now
back
with
there.
Rob.
Gone to softs, but if they're going to pay again, probably.
Deep into that, brilliant overtake from LGD. What was that, Jake?
It's a guy at the back there, gone to softs. Probably, I doubt they can make that to the end. So
Nah, that'll definitely be another pit
coming
stop
in
for
again.
them. Oh, no safety car so far though. No safety car in Bahrain. Only 3 DNFs, all in the pits. Oh no, 2 DNFs, 2 in the pits, and 1 was shot
In the
across
wall.
track. Gaps opened up.
Only one penalty there as well. James is in the pits now.
Yeah, James
See,
come in.
he was a bit of an overcut.
Avi stayed out. Jack stayed out, obviously. So hard for James. That guy Alex is also staying out. Lulu will be next to have a look. He's staying out as well. So Alex,
Will he get him?
will he come out ahead? I think he'll come out just behind these battles for second place.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, it's not from him. 2 safety cars on Friday in the GP2. So that's not many then, really. James basically will pick up where he left off. 2.4 he was behind, I think, when he came into the pits. Sorry, when they come into the pits. So he's basically in the same sort of place. He'd have one lap fresh
No,
out.
he was right over there, buddy. He was right behind them when they came in.
Oh, okay, so just second them. So not too bad.
It's not that bad. Extra lap of freshness. Not good exit there though.
Scotty and Almighty Evan, they're still separated by a second-ish. Rob and Al Jadifa, they're very close together. We'll stay on board with these two. Having a little scrap for 13th. Well, Dutch Face is within DRS though of Moreland. This could be one to watch. We'll keep an eye on that for a second. Let's jump on board with Rob. Can he make a move? He has a little think about it in the horrible hairpin down there. Double braking zone hairpin. That kind of screwed him up a little bit for an exit. So he won't be doing anything this lap anyway. Dutch Face still now with DRS. Has Moylan got it though? He has.
These have been inseparable this race.
And
Basically matching on ERS everything.
Probably getting a bit
He
frustrated.
needs to get this car in between. This is crucial.
And he does. That's a great move from Moylan. Had to get it done. So now he's just got to hope that Lulu doesn't just let Dutch Face pass. He wants him to fight it, but Dutch Face is too far away at the moment. Moylan can have a chance to escape. Great helicopter shot there. As you can see,
Helicopter,
all the lines.
Helicopter.
Helicopter. And
There we
look
go.
at that. So Lulu is actually kind of hold up Dutch Face.
It's not intentionally though.
Not intentionally,
It's
no,
driving
but it's
his
just obviously
race. 15 lap old mediums.
he ain't gonna let him pass her. That's the main thing.
Doesn't need to.
Depends on the driver. Some drivers will tend to let the lead pack through.
He's not losing time because they're not
As long
battling.
as he ain't, defending him or like wasting his tyres, wasting his time doing that, then he should be okay to just drive his race. If Dutch Face wants to make a move, they'll make a move. And there we go. Dutch Face is going to attempt it round there. So cut to the inside, but James was always going to be there. Lulu was always going to be there.
This cost him a lot of time.
It has. There's a poor exit there as well. I think he's been a bit impatient with Dutch Face. You can see more than driving away in the distance. And he's going to take a dive there.
That cost him time as well there.
Into fifth. And James Al is right behind him. We'll have DRS, but so will Dutch Face.
Wait, how did they both?
How'd they both get DRS there? I think he must have crossed it just before the detection point. So Dutch Face will hold DRS for the time being, but he won't get it now as he gets a poor exit there. So James could have a chance to pounce. DRS wide open. I think Dutch Face is aware that he's made the mistake and just pulls away.
These need to work together now to try and catch back up to Moylan because he's got 2.5 seconds, just like that.
So if these two keep battling the way they're doing, they're not going to catch up with time soon. As we see Rob and Al Jadifa going a little battle. Rob sends it down into turn 1, gets the better exit, but he's given Al Jadifa some room. Al Jadifa will gain that place back and will have DRS just to help him through. And that was kind of a pointless exercise there for Rob. He'll try again though. El Stefano's catching up as well to the back of these guys.
Carl had the fastest lap for a couple laps until Moylan beat it.
They got to really work together, these two. They're not teammates. But they've got to kind of be teammates right now to just push each other along.
Impromptu teammates.
Yeah. Looks like Lulu. Sorry, Lulu. I keep getting James Al and Lulu mixed up. I don't know why. But James Al has got pace. He's already kind of leaving Dutch Face behind. And there you go. That's
says fast lap, 30.5.
There you go. I told you he's got pace.
Was DRS assisted?
And Erez hot on their tail right now. 4.7 seconds. Just gets past the pit in Lulu. So everyone's going to jump up a place.
The top 3 ain't pitted yet still. They
No,
may be able
exactly.
to go to softs here.
Yeah, they could have definitely attempted it. What was the longest stint we saw on softs? Thing is,
Thingy, what was it? Errors went 9 laps.
yes, did they just set 2 more laps in? Well, even 1 more lap, they could possibly do it. A lot of changes going on here. So we've got Rob, Algedifa again, swapping places once more. El Stefano is now joining the party. And we've got Speedy, who's going to see the first car in a long while as he's going to go past Carl.
No, he's not.
No, he's not, because Carl's going to jump him back. Go on, Carl. Send it, Carl. Send it. Carl got fastest lap. Yeah, that wasn't for long. Wasn't for long. We did well. So Carl should see those tyres through to the end of the race now. Bit of a lock up from him
Oh,
there.
Matty's round. Oh, Matty's round.
Almighty is right. I keep thinking you're saying Matty. But be careful. He lets Chubb through. So Chubb into 9th. Lulu is a bit too far from the spinning Evan. But Evan's going to have to be very careful now.
James again, back-to-back fast laps.
And Dutch Face is
he's reeling in. He's reeling in. Thingy. Matt.
He's reeling in Matty. So, yeah, Dutch Face has kind of lost all ground to him now. James Al's definitely got pace around here as Joe gets a penalty there. Naughty boy. He's lost a lot of ground to Carl. So Carl right now ahead of Speedy.
Speedy on very old mediums.
Yeah.
But I think they both have to pit again.
Algedifa and Rob are going to continue their race in the pit lane. Literally, like, these guys are not separated at all. Speedy's going to try and hold out for a set of softs as well. These guys definitely going to on set of softs, and they are. Who's going to win out the pit lane? Is Algedifa. No, it's not. It's Rob. Oh, no, they're inside each other. Rob's ahead. Rob is ahead.
It's supposed to be a peggy free game.
I know, they're inside each other. What the hell's going on there? Oh, late on the brakes from both drivers. Bit of contact. Bit of a love bump.
Is this the simulation damage?
I don't think so. As Rob does let him pass, I think Rob understands that the game's kind of screwed over Algedifa, and he has let him pass there. Jack is in.
Race leader's in.
Softs. Abby's in as
Abby's in as well.
And Alex is coming in.
So is that guy, Alex.
So, will Moylan's take the lead?
I don't
or will
think.
Jack come out ahead?
No.
Jack's going to come out way ahead. And he will probably stay ahead as well, because that
another fast lap.
Fresh softs. Oh, for the first time since the start of this race, Moylan can see Jack again.
James can have last a second, yeah.
He's never lost a second. He's right up the back of Moylan now, with DRS now to help him along. Dutch Face can't really keep the ground at the moment, but hopefully with these two battling, it could bring him back into this. Ideally, Moylan needs to be within a second of Jack, but all he's going to see now is that Mercedes getting further and further away. Fresh softs, there's not much Moylan can do to even hold.
Speed is in.
Yeah, Joe's come in for a set of softs, I imagine, and a 5
And he's speeding.
Naughty. Speedy by name. Naughty boys, breaking all the rules today. A couple of drivers gone in for softs, so keep an eye on the gap. So we got Avi and Alex. They're going to be chasing down Scott for 6th place. Lulu is on the set of softs now, but he's at 9 seconds from the back of Chubb, who's on fresh-ish, beating hard tyres. And James Al now. Here we go. This is the battle for second. It's rekindled, but with one new face. James
If they battle hard enough, Judge Face could come back into it.
He could. It all depends on what they're going to do. Like they've got 8 laps. Still a long time to keep.
Scotty's closing in on errors.
And there we go. James makes the move. Not much Moylan can really do, but Moylan's got a slight advantage on the DRS. Not much, but a slight one. He will get DRS back now. Uses a bit of overtake. Will he jump in back straight away? This is what Dutch Face wants to see ahead of him. A good battle. He wants these guys to battle, and James makes it a battle. Late into the brakes, and these guys are going to go side by side, and Moylan's going to have to back out of that one. Will he try and switch it back onto him though? I don't think he's got the ground. He's going to go for the inside though, a bit of a cutback. James leaves him with plenty of space, but
a lot of respect
hold it.
between those two.
A lot of respect. James and Moyland, very, very quick drivers around here. And will Moyland now attempt it? It's a better exit. It has to kind of hit the brakes there a little bit though, because James didn't get the best of exits. Rob gets the fastest lap of the race so far.
298. I think someone's telling me that Jack may just beat that.
Oh god, we did definitely see that. He hasn't even set his lap yet. So Moyland had to. He decided not. He had the pace there, I think, to go round James. But I thought, you know what? I'll wait for the main straight. But
That could have been a corner cut from Uzbekistan from Moyland.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
No,
As we see the once French flag from who was that battle in the back? From GC Rob and Al Jadifa has now turned into a bit of a Czech flag.
28 from Jack, fast lap.
Here we go, Moyland now.
Here comes Moyland again.
The overtake.
Overtake number 15 for his second place.
He must be sick of seeing that now. For God's sake, give me the second place. He will take it for the time being. Oh, James is a bit of a bad exit there, so he won't be able to fight him back for it. That's not really what Dutch Face would have wanted to see. Because obviously...
Avi's got Scotty on those softs. I mean, Avi's not in a bad position here.
Avi's doing well. Avi can definitely catch the back of his teammate.
He could get... If he gets past his teammate quick enough, he could actually challenge Dutch Face.
Or GC goes wide, Al Jadifa will take the place, and so will Rob will sneak past. So they're going to go down the home straight. This is the battle for 13th. Again, these guys are always battling for 13th. As GC's coming into the pits now, he's given up on this. His tyres are too old. And Rob now will attempt to get past Al Jadifa. He backs off. Okay.
Is Avi on his teammate for 5th?
That was a strange job from Rob. He had the pace to do that.
Now he's after Dutch Face.
He come up already. That's sheer pace from them soft tyres there.
No, he's right behind them.
But it was further back than that. But Avi's got to chase 5 seconds. Or near 4.
Here comes James again. On Moyland.
Another change. It will take something astonishing for Jack to...
None of them even used the ERS there, and he still got him from like 4 attempts back. The DRS in Stitchroom is strong as she.
And Moyland have the DRS again. He's gonna go for the battle. He will. Ran the outside. He attempts it. Can he make it stick? James is on the wrong side now. He's gonna have to yield, I think, here, and he does. But Dutch Face lost ground on that. He's now.
He's gonna have Avi close to him soon. At this rate.
What was another battle there down the bottom? No, it wasn't. I thought I saw two dots. Side by side. So James and Moyland are going to battle this second place, probably to the end of this race now. One a bit twitchy on the exit, but okay. James is a very clever driver though, but he's gone for it. Moyland's going to switch it back possibly, and he's nearly spun. Nearly got caught round. They nearly come together. They're going side by side. This is going to be close. Moyland's going to have to yield, I think, out here. He does get a good exit, but James has parked it on the exit at the apex. And Moyland could just sit behind and just, you know what, just take it.
He's lifting,
Yeah, he's definitely lifting. I would. I thought James would do the same thing. I thought James would do a little cheeky lift. Bit of a switch again. But
it should still be able to go.
Yeah, it should be easy. Look how close he's behind. If we do it at the overtake.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, if Avi gets past my face quick enough, like he could actually challenge your opponent.
I think he definitely could. I think he's close enough at the moment. Like you can see him in the picture.
Scotty got his pass areas. Finally, he's been stuck behind him for quite a few laps.
There he has. The mediums are starting to fall off now. They were 12 laps old. They're coming to the end of their life. Moyland will stay ahead of James for the time being. Avi now, 2 seconds from Dutch Face. He's depleted his overtake though. He's got no overtake to battle with. My Dutch Face has got 30%, so he can save a little bit. And also he's now clawed a second or 2 back to James. So he's catching them back up. Carby's a penalty up there, 3 seconds. So it's not over for Dutch Face either, really.
This could be a fast lap attempt here from Jack. At least you switch on board and the ERS has been getting abused pretty nicely.
Yeah, it will be. We'll stay on board, we'll see what he can do. It should be It's the thing is, he's got nothing else to really do at the moment. He's rinsed his overtake. You might as well go for something today.
It's a bit risky though, isn't it?
It's a huge odds, but
But
he spun
here he
early in the race.
comes. Eesh.
1:28.5. Fantastic lap. I don't think anyone's going to be beating that anytime soon, unless
They come in.
for whatever reason. But even that's a very good time to beat. James, attempt number 92 for second place.
He's so close to
He's going
DRS.
to be trying it anyway. Moylan's going to give him plenty of space. They're going to go side by side, probably a bit of contact there between the two. Moylan will stay ahead. James will get the better exit though. Bit of overtake just to get him back on line. Erez has got past Scotty again. Though Scotty is stuck behind Erez for once again.
All these overtakes, who do you think wants to lead going into the last lap?
That's going to be the question. That is going to be the question. Who wants to lead the race? Because ideally you want to be leading it from this point onwards. You want to make the move done very, very quickly.
Or you want to be right behind going on to the last lap.
And even that's a risk.
Yeah, one lap.
On the last lap, you want to be the guy overtaking. You don't want to be the overtaking.
Yeah. Unless you have a load of ERS to defend.
Yeah. The moment Moylan and James both have, they're matching, so that's not going to help them. That's going to be like fighting fire with fire. Scotty is going to now be under threat from that guy Alex, who's approaching the back on them soft tyres.
See, James has, what's it, the 2 laps?
Erez
saying on there.
Avi's at the back of the Dutch face now, so this could be Dutch face dropping into 5th after
he ain't got no ERS to get. I'm not sure if he can get him this lap. He needs him this lap.
Avi.
He's doing the right thing here and not using on the first straight.
He can reel him in on it. James will get past
on this one.
Moylan again. Will Moylan defend it though? Moylan is starting to defend this now.
He's gone slightly defensive, going in deep. This could be.
Scotty gets past Everez again. He's got his little battles on track all over the place as Jack gets a penalty there for corner cutting. Moylan will get past
He's gone
James
defensive
again.
very early.
And Avi still stuck behind Dutch face. He wants to get
That
past
was
him
crucial
as soon as
to...
he can. He can get past him.
I mean, he's replenishing his DRS, but he's losing time.
Yes, they're now starting to match the RS now, so this is what Avi needs, really. He's going to have to overtake time.
Oh, James half spun.
He did, so
no.
this could be a podium on the line, definitely a podium on the line for Avi now. It's now give Moylan a bit of breathing room. James, under threat now, will be from Avi if he can get past Dutch face, but unable to at the moment. The gap between Dutch face and James Al, crucially, is 1.3 seconds. It's not enough for DRS. That needs to stay the same if Avi wants a chance of getting past and having an attempt at podium, but laps are depleting. 3 laps to go.
James got to try and catch back up.
He has. I don't think he's going to be able to.
But if he tries uses his DRS, then
he'll be under
when he gets there, he may have nothing left to get past.
Here we go. So Avi now is using overtake. DRS
Here he
open.
goes.
Dutch face is just going to move out the way. I think he understands he can't battle that one. Maybe try and use Avi and pull himself closer to the battle back with James. So the battle for second will turn into the battle for third. Avi 1.1 second away from third, from a podium. Will he take it off James? Will he spoil James's night? James started basically last in 19th. He's now sitting in third. And he's got Avi up his Jaxie. Now within DRS on the fresher soft tyres. But they are going to start falling away. It's going to be a crucial battle for James.
He needs to get this done early.
He does. James has got... He's started to use his overtake now. Well, he's started to re-complete. So he's trying to gain it back a little bit. He's on 50%. I think he's aware of the threat. Avi, 20% of ERS. DRS now. This is going to be the battle we're going to be watching. Moylan, I would believe he was safe and clear. It's not over yet,
Just
though.
keep it clean for him.
He's got to keep it clean, keep it away from the curbs, away from the penalties. Unless Jack can have another incident, you know, he did earlier in the race on his own. Lose lack of concentration, could definitely turn that around. Or
2 laps left.
Evan is close to the back of his teammate El Stefano. So of Moylan's
He's got into DRS now. He needs to use this lap to close up, and in the next lap he has to go for him.
Yeah, That's got to be the one to do. You can't be doing it. It's now the penultimate lap of the race. You don't want to be leading, ideally, on the last lap.
James
You
not
want to
using
be
anything
attacking.
because obviously he needs to save for this last lap assault that he's going to be under.
Yeah, James is fully aware of the threat that's coming down to him. I think he's kind of given up all hope of catching Moylan now. Moylan's still using a bit of overtake, I think, there. Yeah, still using, but you know, just to stay ahead. That's all he needs to do. He's aware that James Al's going to be under threat. He doesn't want to be in that same boat. Just needs to keep it clean.
Is it just in case of the 3 seconds that he
Yeah.
may be trying to get that?
That's the only time I think he wants to push, so he's close to the penalty. As Evan and El Stefano swap places, Evan up into 11th place, so the wooden spoon will go to Evan. Here we go. Avi now will use overtake. Sorry, will use DRS. Just reel in James once again. He won't make the move yet. He will wait. He left off, as you would expect. Dutch face is within a second as well. We have yellow flags of El Stefano, I believe it is. He's round,
Yeah.
but we're going to go back to this as Jack will start his last lap of the race. But we're not
Good
watching
exit
Jack.
there from James. He's going to try and... He's trying to get into the slipstream range.
He needs to try and do something because at the minute he's got nothing to
It's
fight
not
with
a good apex there from James.
No, Avi, not well.
I'm not sure if he's going to be close up this straight or the next straight.
But Avi's going to have no overtake left, so James used up his
And
overtake.
slightly defensive.
Good move there from James, just to show Avi the line where he wants him to be. So he can
Good exit there from James.
Great exit from James.
That may have actually saved him.
Avi's going to have nothing
That exit may have saved him.
He's going to have to try one more attack, and that can only be done.
A couple more chances. Yeah.
Or it's a lunge
He's
attempt.
got a good exit there. Or the very last corner.
Ever picks up a penalty there. These guys, no sign of penalties so far. Moylan's till 2.4 seconds ahead of James. Jack is gone clear. He is gone. Avi, Dutch face has dropped off the back of Avi as well now. Avi will need to do something special here.
Ah, he's gone wide.
He's gone wide as well. That's not going to help. I think that's going to be it for him.
I think that's GG's. We'll have
Possibly
one
try
last chance if he gets a
one
good
more
exit,
attempt if
yeah.
he can try it. That's all he's got. But James has still got to overtake the battle with. Avi is losing tyre, he's losing time, he's losing corners. Jack has won the race. Sorry, Jack, we completely missed you crossing the line. Moylan will come in across in a second, but this battle, I believe, will be over between Avi and James. Great battle there from everyone involved. Moylan has finally claimed that second place. He's been fighting for all race. James will come in third. Avi in
Brilliant
fourth.
drive from James and Avi.
Yeah, fantastic. Dutch face will come in fifth. That guy Alex, also a big shout out to him. Big last to sixth attempt. Scotty comes in seventh. Erez will come in eighth. But it's a fantastic race. Well done, Jack. Literally, well, I say flawless, but you nearly wasn't. Bit of a spin just to
Lewis is out of fuel.
Lulu's out of fuel. There's no safety cars. Lucky enough for him, he's got a huge gap. But Lulu will cross the line in 10th and claim that point he desperately wants for Williams. And now Evan will be the next to cross the line.
P11.
El Stefano now. Also all flashing on fuel at the minute. That could have been a thing that could happen as well. People do under fuel around here. Al-Jadid will come in 13.
Probably expecting a few safety cars
14th.
as well.
I would have done. I genuinely would have done.
I would have been
Speedy comes in
screwed.
15th.
I go, oh my god.
Really would.
Should have been it.
He can't even do that right. He can't even do that. Now, I believe Speedy had a lot of penalties. Was he?
Is Carl out of fuel?
No, never mind. I was about to say, Speedy had a lot of penalties. Can Carl manage to
No, 11 gears.
jump him? No.
It's got a trophy I like to watch.
Oh, well done, James. Well done, James. He messaged. I didn't expect that. Driver of the day. I don't think we can argue with that, really. Obviously, Jack was just flawless. You can't really put an argument in for Jack not being driver of the day, but for sheer...
No, he spun.
He spun. He did spin. The thing is that you can shout out to Moylan for holding second. Shout out to James for the 19th to 3rd. Dutch face did fantastic. 18th to 3rd even. Dutch
Even
face
Alex,
brilliant.
19th to 6th.
Yeah.
As well. Chubb after literally like he was P19 for second lap, I think it was. With a spin, got back to 9th.
So there we go. The final standings for this race. Jack takes the win, unsurprisingly. There, 14 seconds clear of everyone else. Way faster than anyone else on track. Second place, we've got Moyland. Third, James Owl. Fourth is Avi. Dutchface comes in fifth. That guy Alex is in sixth. Scotty Harris in seventh. Erez in eighth. Chubb in ninth. Lulu will pick up a point in 10th. And our non-scorers, we have Almighty Evan with one. El Stefano, sorry, what was I saying there? Almighty Evan with in 11th place. El Stefano in 12th. Al Jadifa in 13th. Rob in 14th. Speedy in 15th. Carl in 16th. GGC in 17th. And our DNFers, Hud Zojo, Booker Bronco, and Johnny Stokes with that huge crash. So this is good for championship for Moyland. Moyland will claw some points back. They only
In
penalties
this
the
league,
difference.
did it get pushed up because of the?
I'm not sure. Guys, do you get pushed up if your reserve is in front of you? Because if so, this is a race win points for Moylands. I'll find out. We'll stay on. We'll stay here for a second. I want to work out what the gain is anyway. So in the standings, currently before this race, there's only an 11-point gap between Johnny and Moyland. So Moyland will retake the lead of the championship. Again, James Owl, 21 points from him and Johnny Stokes, so he'll claw back a lot of points, and depending on how many points he gets, find out. Let me just quick message him. I'll find out. Or unless something messaged me in the chat, I don't know. But Jake, what do you think of that race? I know my voice is gone.
It was bloody decent, mate.
I told you, mate, you don't get a bad race. You don't get a bad race here.
Battle for second, there was battle for 13th, battle for like 9th.
Let's quickly message in the chat and find out what happens with the reserve drivers. But yeah, so if my calculations are correct, the Drivers' Championship will change hands and it'll go back to Moyland. Johnny Stokes will be falling into the clutches as well of James Owl, who's be closing that gap. Was a good race, and you two did great commentating it. Thank you very much, Mrs. Carl. I do love commentating. Jake is, he's getting used to commentating. I think. He's
Don't ever ask me again.
What's that?
I said, don't ever ask me again.
You got no choice in
Where's
that,
Alex?
mate.
Where's Alex?
I just tell you to do it. Tell you doing it, mate. Reserves don't
Where
get
was
points.
Alex? The mug.
So reserves get, but won't show on driver standings until they have a full-time seat. So it's basically how it was with TTFL as well, Jake. So the reserves will keep their points, and Moylan will get the points for second. And if ever Jack takes a seat, he will then jump up. So thank you, Masked Baron, for that one, for filling that information in. But yeah, that'll be the end of the race for us here. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Mrs. Carl. Thank you, James. Thank you to the drivers. Thank you, Moyland. Just Gaming was watching as well. Lulu, Jack, everyone that messaged and commented, and Scotty and Cons and everyone. Thank you everyone for the chat.
And me.
Thank you, Jake, for joining me most of all. And oh yeah, you were messaging as well, weren't you? Yeah. So guys, if you like this, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't done already. And hit that little bell if you want to hear us commentate again. So hopefully we're back next week on the RPR channel. Obviously, I will be streaming coinciding as well. That's just so that you got two different aspects of the stream. If you wanted to watch two different sides of it, two different views. Our next race will be, if I bring up the calendar, it's Monza, Italy, Monza, 29th of Feb, leap year. Once every 4 years.
Once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, yeah. I need to say that. Once in a lifetime. Once every 4 years, we've got 29th of Feb, and then we got an Italian Grand Prix. So thank you very much for joining, watching, and especially Jake for jumping in as well today. I have been your host, Diggs the Hobo. This has been DXD Anthony 98. Until next week, we will see you then. Bye.
Peace.